All right. Welcome to my stream, everybody. A little bit delayed from what I had originally thought, but not much. Just slightly. So it should be fine. There we go. And so let me know if you're not able to see this. Otherwise, I believe we should be set. And as always, let me know if my sound levels need adjustment as well. Is my that's I feel like that's being overridden. So I probably need to where's my No, I think everything's fine. Okay. Well, let me know if there's a problem. I'm not actually sure what all you will or will not be able to see. That should cover everything, I think. Okay, so we're returning to Chapter 3, where we are the grandson of a man who is currently in a resting home, and he has been asked by his grandfather to look in on his grandfather's neighbor, Edna, because he said he's always known her to be pretty lucid and, clear-minded, and she's recently started talking about a cult and some ceremony and stuff, which isn't like her normally. So he's worried that something may be happening with her. He just wants us to check in and make sure she's okay. So in the process of talking to Edna, we've heard, she's told us about this cult that's present and that weird, bad things have been going on. And it's been concerning. So we started investigating for Edna, and the farther we investigate, the more we realize that she's not crazy, that this stuff is happening, and it's very bad, and it needs to stop happening. Yeah, that's stupid. So that's where we are. I will load this. And toward the end of last time, so without trying to do too much recap, there was a guy, I don't remember his name now. Let's see. Maybe our list here has it. No. So we're Miles. Reggie is our grandfather. Old Ways is the retirement center. But there was a man. I don't remember. I want to say his name was like Sam or something, but I don't think that's right. Anyway, there was a man who was in bed. He was really ill, and he wasn't really talking much, but he had mentioned something, and then he died. We left him and went to another room, and then the nurse, Elizabeth, she goes by Betty, she said that, or she screamed, and we went to where she was, and she said he was dead, and he was dead. We don't know how, because he seemed, not exactly in the best condition overall, but he still seemed well enough that he shouldn't have just up and died. So she screamed, and we ran in and saw that. Since then, we've gone to visit Natasha. Natasha is, I think, just somebody from outside the nursing home, actually. I don't think she works here. Or maybe she does, but she's like a secretary or something. Anyway, she is mother in this cult. But anyway, she was up in her room, and we confronted her a little bit about the possible affair and stuff. Anyway, she left, and we got some stuff from her room. And then as we were leaving, Matthew Blackmore, whose father, the guy who owns the retirement center, he was upset and asked us to leave and stuff, but we haven't yet, obviously, so we're still wandering around. Anyway, so that's more or less where we are now. A key says it's to the medical supply room. I see you found your way into my office. Matthew, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have. You're quite all right, my boy. I knew you'd pry further than most folks. You have the same insatiable curiosity that I do. You're not annoyed? No, quite the contrary. Matthew, this demonology, these rituals. Yes? Do you have any idea what you're messing with? I know enough. I've come too far to stop. Have you heard of the sunk costs fallacy? Think what you've lost so far. Is it worth continuing? But think of what I've got to gain if I am indeed onto something great. Truth is, Miles, you don't even know even a quarter of what we've achieved in our research. If I can harness the power of Azurael for the greater good, then it's all worth it. Yeah, harness the power of a demon for the greater good. Good luck with that, buddy. I'm going to leave you to look around a little more. Why? I expect that if you see a little bit more, you'll see the power Azurael holds. One more thing? Yes. You confront Natasha like that again, and I'll not be so nice. Are we clear? We're clear. Good. I'll leave you to it. Yeah, because remember, Natasha's mother and he's father. Not only do they actually have an intimate relationship, but they're like the heads of the cult. So in like a cult sense too, he's kind of like, if you don't respect basically the second in command of the cult, we're gonna have words. It's not surprising. So this must be Matthew's diary. Maybe I'll finally have a few answers. 7th January 1988. We need to do another test ritual. I also need to test my new translations. A few of the more straightforward rituals seem to have went as planned, but should be gone anyway. 10th January 1988. What is the word? I've been able to translate everything in this new ritual, except for this one word. It has one symbol I just can't place. I wonder if that's the name Azurael. 11th January 1988. Sacrifices. The word is sacrifices. Oh, I see. Birch's initial translation made a grave mistake. It isn't 5 summoners. It's 5 sacrifices. This means that I need to bring Natasha into the fold for safety. I don't want to have to sacrifice anybody, but if Rodney has to go, then she needs to be his replacement. 17th January 1988. My wife is dead. The ritual didn't go according to plan. 18th January 1988. I wrote too soon. Linda's body stirred. She seems to be alive, but... feral? How? She had no pulse and bled out. The ritual was meant to grant fortitude. Was it metaphorical? Strong enough to survive death. Why is her body mutating in such a way? Oh, it's mutating? I wonder if it's like a new vessel for Azurael or something, maybe. 19th January 1988. Edna knows what I've been up to, and I don't know how she found out. She won't listen to reason, but I can't just kill her. I'm no murderer. We'll need to discredit her as much as possible. Damn. She'll thank me long term. It's for her own safety. A few answers, but it just prompts more questions. There are a few missing pages too. Almost 2 weeks worth of entries. It's a letter addressed to Matthew Blackstock. Interesting. Oh, it's Blackstock. That's what it was. So let me change that. Black. Stock. There we go. Hello, Matthew. You've convinced me that you're the right man for the job. I've included a copy of the book in this package, as I'm sure you've already discovered. Also included are some of my research notes. I've retained the originals for insurance purposes. As I said before, I've had a few failed incidents before this. I've traveled all over researching and running tests with Dr. Wallace. We've since parted ways on poor terms, but we learned a lot from our research and a few experiments in Lancashire, and very recently, Chicago. Ah! Yeah, that's where Chapter 2 was Chicago, not New York. I thought it was New York. It's Chicago. So that's... They ran an experiment in Lancashire in Chapter 1, and then they ran one in Chicago, Chapter 2. Interesting. Okay. Use the research well, and be sure to report all of your findings back to me on a regular basis. You'll be well compensated for your efforts, and I'm sure my advance has already convinced you of that. Regards, S.B. S.B.? Who's that? Okay, so we have... Let me read it one more time, just because I want to get the other doctor's name. Dr. Wallace. Okay, so we've got kind of long running. We have SB. One of original cultist leaders, maybe? Dr. Wallace. One of original cultist leaders. Yep. We'll just leave it at that. Okay. Oh, what? Oh, I thought he was going to ask the question again. God dang it. Can I not... Can I get out of this loop? Stop. Okay, I'm not doing it again. Okay. I was like, crap, dude. Just a few records about patients, invoices, insurance papers, and such. Okay. I guess that's everything. Can't look out the window. Can't look at the lantern or the lamp behind the desk. Okay. Oh. What the hell? Where am I? Did Matthew do this? Is this what he meant? This can't be real. What is going on in this place? Ugh. What are these? Is that a hand? Is that a foot? That's bad. It won't budge. These tendrils seem to be holding it in place. As soon as I cut one with my knife, another grows back. What in the world is going on? Okay. There's no way back this way either. Okay. Alrighty then. That's great. Does this just keep looping? Oh. Okay, I'm gonna have to do something. Other than the stuff being distributed to different parts of the room, it seems like it's the same thing over and over. Okay. So far, not really finding a way around, though. Okay, there we go. Hello? Can you help me? Somebody, please help me. Oh, are we gonna get killed? So, I wonder if that's Linda, Blackstock's wife, because she said she mutated. So I wonder. Let's do this. Okay. Keep going for forever. Where do I go? How do I get out of here? Am I in a loop? I'm coming for all of them. Who said that? Gather Clinton Lancaster. Gather Donald Edison. Gather David Wallace. Gather Stephen Birch. That must be what SB is. So that's Stephen Birch. Let's add that. Okay. There will be one more before the end. His name will be revealed in time. What? Are those names? Who are those people? Did they send you? I am Azurael. I have spoken. Azurael. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Should I gather them? If I agree, will he let me go? If it has to be me or them. What am I talking about? This doesn't sound like me at all. Snap out of it. Damn it, Miles. Oh, yep. Horror creature thing again. Hello? Can you hear me? Torn red dress. Linda, is that you?
I'll hunt them all down. Every last one.
Hunt them down? Thomas, did you kill Thomas?
Nobody is innocent. Leave before he changes his mind. Azurael commands they all die.
Kill them then. Kill them all. What am I saying? What did you do to me? Miles, help me. Who are you? Kill my body. Save my soul.
Be gone.
Thank them. I'm out of that nightmare. Wait, I'm right where I walked to in the first place. Did that really happen? Should I even keep pushing further? I don't know. Should you? Can't get in here. Right, and that's Natasha's room and her diary. Okay, so just still those papers with summoning symbols or whatever. Oh. Okay. Yep. Thomas, I can't believe it. Oh yeah, Thomas was the name of the gentleman that died in his bed. Wonder. I need to barricade my door again.
Are you all right, Miles?
I'm just fine.
You're looking a bit pale and sweaty, my boy.
Just tired. I've been doing a lot of snooping about, that's all. Right. Oh, this is no longer the lady we saw. Imam Ch3 Selim? What is this? It's another shadow person, like in the apartment in Chicago. Okay. Nothing new in the bathroom. Alright. I think we already looked at everything in here. This is where Thomas was. Thomas died. Thomas? Oh, he's not dead now. Hello there, Miles. How are you? I was hoping you'd pay me another visit. You're alive? Ha! Reggie always said you had a good sense of humor. I'm just fine. I'm just fine. I'm just fine. I'm just fine. I'm just... What the hell is going on? So he was dead, Then he was alive, but then died in front of us? Yeah, what? Well, that's not super creepy at all. Abraham?
I've said all that I've got to say for now.
What in the world is this? Not again!
The ones from old ways are out of their depth.
Tell me what they're up to.
Please, help me. I don't know why I'm here.
What the is going on here?
Here you go, Miles. This is what you're looking for.
Chloroform? I'll just pour some of this chloroform onto the handkerchief and away we go.
It's time you went to sleep.
What the hell are you?
She's behind you.
Who?
Don't put on the mask.
Ah! What's going on? Ugh, what's this fleshy substance all over the filing cabinet?
The man behind the curtain is always watching.
Who's the man behind the curtain?
Don't go into the underground. Just go home, Miles.
How do you know my name? Okay. Alright. Ah! Margaret? There's something on the wall behind you. Sorry, Miles. I'm very busy with this paperwork. Please, look, I'm serious. Fine, fine. What is it? I don't see anything. The writing? No? Are you feeling okay? Death is coming. What's wrong with you? That better not have been a bad joke. I'm sorry, Margaret. My head is a bit funny. I think I must be dehydrated or something. Don't tell, and then I warned you. Yep. Don't tell, and then I did anyway, and then she looks and there's not there, and then says I warned you. Thomas, I can't believe it. It's the same stuff as before. Okay. Excuse me, but is it alright if I have a look around the garden? Miles, right? Reggie said you'd be coming. There's just the shed up ahead, as you can probably see in the distance. Matthew said it would be okay if I had a look around. Ms. Weston, Maria Weston. As I said, there's nothing worthwhile up ahead, and I don't want you to get hurt. There's a lot of power tools in the shed, and only Rodney is allowed there. So we still can't go by. Yet. Okay, that's still the same. Ah. This is it Rodney? Yeah, the janitor, Rodney, yep. No! No, no, no. She's gone. The red one is gone. She's going to kill them all before I do. Matthew. No. I must listen. Quiet, Rodney. This will help you sleep. The chloroform must be wearing off. Wake up! Hello, Rodney. Miles, you little... What did you do? Untie me. Where do you perform the rituals? I'm not telling you. Tell me, or else. You'll not do anything. You can't make me talk. Can't I? A knife. You don't have the balls to kill me. As soon as I'm free, I'll be the one killing you. Just like you killed Thomas? I didn't kill Thomas. That wasn't you. No, I was guarding the door all day. I don't believe you. Put the knife down. Ah! My face! Where does Matthew perform the rituals? There's a secret room. Where? Through the hedge maze and underneath the shed. There's a key in my shirt pocket. Now untie me, you psychopath. I'm just going to leave you here. I get the feeling somebody will be paying you a visit. The Huntress! You've seen her! How did she escape from our trap? Miles! Miles! Don't! And He Lives was on the wall in the background. Help me! I guess the Huntress just took care of him? Yeah. Jeez. Untie me, Miles. How'd this happen? I think I'm going to be sick. Well, it was the Huntress. Oh, he lives and he lives in your head. Oh yeah. All right, well, slowly but surely the members of the cult are getting offed. She's not there anymore. Maria is no longer guarding. Interesting. Oh, it's actually a mage. A maze. It's actually a maze. All right, let's... Okay. So it looks like the other way did dead end. Okay, in the shed. You found them. You found them too. Hey, Fofox. Anyone else? You mean besides Rodney? Did you see Rodney just a minute ago? Rodney's the... Well, so if you... I don't know. Okay, I don't know if you remember. The end of last time, we had gone into... So Matthew Blackstock is, as you can see on our list there. Matthew Blackstock. Oh, this is going too high, isn't it? It's covering some of the... Okay, hang on. Let me change this a little bit so it doesn't block. There. Now it's not going to block the text. I didn't realize I was blocking the text. Anyway, so Matthew Blackstock, the owner of the retirement center, we had gotten into his office last time. Basically what had happened was we went into Natasha's room. So remember... okay, Matthew had been married. His wife was Linda. His wife died in a botched ceremony. He brought Linda in as a replacement for... Or not Linda. He brought Natasha in as a replacement for Linda, who had died. Okay? And Natasha, I think, was like his secretary or something. Anyway, she became the new mother in the cult. Linda was the mother, but she died. So now Natasha's the new mother. Okay. We went into her room and we confronted her. We accused her of a bunch of stuff. and she got all upset and left her room. So once she was out of her room, we searched her room. We got a key to Matthew Blackstock's office, among other stuff. So we ended last time going into Matthew Blackstock's office to have a look around for stuff. Today, when we started, we were still in Matthew's office. So I grabbed a key off his desk, and then Matthew came in and he confronted me. And he said, well, our character was like, well, I didn't really mean to dig around your office. I'm sorry or whatever. And Matthew said, it's fine. You're like me. You're a curious person. I figure if you get curious enough, you'll become interested in some of the stuff that we're doing. So, you'd be on our side. I don't know that he wants them to join the cult per se, but like you'll be on our side or whatever, kind of an idea. And he said, but then Matthew warned, he said, if you ever confront Natasha the way you did just a few minutes ago, I will make you pay. And so, Miles, us, we're like, okay, sorry, you're right, sorry, I won't do it again. Anyway, then when we tried to leave the office, we weren't in the normal part of the retirement center anymore. There was a series of several rooms, long, wide rooms, like almost like hallways, but wide hallways, with body parts strewn all over the place. Hands, feet, probably ears, and blood. And we kept going through again and again and again. Like we'd go from the right side of the screen to the left side of the screen. So from the right side of the screen, from the right side of the screen to the left side of the screen, over and over again. We kept going, like over and over again. New hall, new hall, new hall, new hall. And then we got to one hall where we saw this girl that's here, this woman here in the red dress. And she was at the far end of the hall, but we couldn't really, we could kind of make out that she was there, but we couldn't really tell who it was or anything because it was too dark on that half of the hall, right? We were over here when we saw her. She was over here. It was all dark in between, so we really couldn't see, right? Anyway, so we continued. We eventually came to a room where she was, and we talked to her, and she basically said that, oh, sorry, I have to briefly pause. While we were still in Blackstock's office, we read journal entries about some of the attempts at doing the ceremony and things like that. He talked about one of the ceremony attempts was botched and his wife Linda died in it. Then he talked about how Natasha was going to be the new mother to kind of help him still complete the ceremony. And he got a letter from somebody named Stephen Birch. And I've added it to the list here along with Dr. Wallace. Stephen Birch and Dr. Wallace apparently kept carrying out again and again and again, kept carrying out investigations, experiments really, in trying to raise Azurael, to get Azurael to show up. Okay, so because of that, I think those two, Stephen Birch and Dr. Wallace, are kind of wanted men, I think. Anyway, so at a certain point, we came out of that room, and we were in another room that was still, like, had all the body parts or whatever, and there we stopped, and there was, like, this voice, and it basically said, Miles, and we're like, what? Who's that? Apparently, Azurael talked directly to us, and among other things, he said that, and I don't know if it's we like Miles, but basically he said, bring me Charles Lancaster, who was the character, the main, like the protagonist we played in the first game, in the first chapter. Bring me Don Edison, who was the investigator we were playing in chapter 2. And then he said, bring me Stephen Birch, bring me Dr. Wallace. So the protagonists from chapter 1 and chapter 2 both, as well as these two guys that were experimenting with the occult, Stephen Birch and Dr. Wallace, apparently all four of those are now wanted by Azurael. Like, he's seeking them all out. And anyway, and then, so then now unpause, kind of move forward back to where we met this lady, Linda, in the red dress the first time. She died. One of the journal entries said, though, that it looked like her corpse was moving some. So he's not sure what was going on because he thought she was dead. He said it talked about some kind of like endurance being a gift bestowed on people. He's like, was it metaphorical or is it actually she didn't actually die? We're not sure. Anyway, so it looks now, I don't know for sure, but I think it looks now like Linda, it's her body. I don't think she's alive anymore. I think it's just her body is possessed, I think, by like a demon servant of Azurael named the Red Huntress. So I think she kind of executes the enemies and stuff of Azurael. So we were just in the room where Rodney was. We entered his room and he was facing the wall away from the door. And he was looking on the back wall. It said, "He lives." And then on the other side, "in your head," in like written in blood. And Rodney was like, "No, that's what's going on. This isn't happening and stuff." Well, we had previously, with our encounter with Azurael, when he had talked to us, he also sort of started kind of taking control of us a little bit. Like, we started having thoughts that weren't our own. We're like, wait, what's going on? Why am I having these thoughts? Anyway, one of the thoughts was to get chloroform, put it on a rag, and then we could make people sleep. So we were just in Rodney's room, and we did that. While he was facing the wall away, we quietly approached behind him and chloroformed him. And when he woke up, he was all tied up. We had a discussion with him for a little bit, and we like asked about where the ceremony was and stuff. It was in the maze, the hedge maze that was past Maria. Remember, Maria Weston was the nurse kind of blocking the entrance to the hedge maze. So he gave us a key to get into the shed in the hedge maze. And then as we left, we heard kind of a, sound of him dying, basically. We went back in. He didn't have a head anymore. And yeah, so he's done. So Rodney, brother, one of the 5, is now dead. So it looks like the Red Huntress. Oh, because as we were about to leave also, he's like, we said something like, I think it was the Azurael influence, but we said something like, she'll visit you soon or something like that. And he was like, the Red Huntress, no. So we left. No, I think they are intentionally in the cult. They just don't understand. So there was an entry written by Matthew where originally it said that you needed 5 summoners to summon Azurael. Apparently that was incorrect. An incorrect translation. Apparently the 5 summoners actually are 5 sacrifices. And so because there were 5 sacrifices, I think some of the cultists are having second thoughts like, wait, I'm gonna kill myself? That wasn't part of the plan. And I think Rodney was one of them. So now Azurael, I believe, is using the Red Huntress to like basically seek out and kill those involved in the ceremony. And because we've kind of had this way too close for comfort experience with Azurael kind of manipulating our mind and stuff, it feels like we might be part of, like we might be a tool Azurael's using to get his vengeance on, or his satisfaction or whatever on these sacrifices, and the Red Huntress is the one who actually executes them. So like we chloroformed Rodney, we tied him up, and then we left. We knew he was going to get killed, but we left him to be slaughtered because that was his punishment, basically. So the way Yeah, it's stupid. So the way Matthew described it when he talked to us in his office is he said that he planned on summoning Azurael and then using Azurael's power for the greater good. Like, that's going to happen. Like, the demon's just going to be like, oh, you want to use my power for good? That's fine. No problem. Here, let me help you out, buddy. Like, that's the way a demon works or something. He's an idiot, basically. Anyway, so he also lusts after knowledge, like thirsts after knowledge all the time, he said. So because he's greedy for knowledge, he kind of can't stop himself, even when he now has realized that there are 5 sacrifices, not just 5 summoners, that all of them are sacrifices. Matthew still can't really help himself. So I think he knows what's going on, but he's continuing to see it to its conclusion. I'm not sure how much any of the others know what was going on. It seems clear Rodney did not understand what was going on. Seems pretty clear he did not get it. Abraham probably also doesn't fully get it. Although he might get it more than some other people because he kind of seems to know things. But being one of the 5, he's going to be killed as well at some point. Maria, who was guarding the hedge maze that was on, we had to go through to get to here, she was one of the 5, so she's going to die at some point. So it's pretty creepy. Oh yeah, and I don't know how significant it is. We went back to Thomas's room. Thomas was the patient who was alive, but kind of, he was in bed. He was bedridden, but he was alive and doing okay. And we left, and at some point we came back, Betty, Elizabeth, the nurse, not the one that's in the cult, the normal nurse, she screamed, and we went in and found him dead. So now today, I went back to his room, and he seemed okay. And I was like, wait, what? And he's like, I'm just fine. And then basically he suddenly died and there was like blood on his face again and stuff. It's like, what the crap is going on? Anyway, and then we left from there out to the lobby, and you had Margaret, who's the receptionist, right? Kind of the somewhat grouchy receptionist, although we're on her good side now. Anyway, she was at reception. On the wall behind her, it said, "Don't tell." Or don't. Yeah, I think it was "Don't tell." Maybe it was like "Don't say anything." Something like that. Well, it's just part of a cutscene. Like, you hit space and just the dialogue continues to progress. So it was out of our control. Miles said, Margaret, look on the wall behind you. And she goes, what are you talking about? And he goes, just look. And she looks and she's like, I don't see anything. Are you okay, honey? Anyway, well, after she turned back around and there was, she didn't see the writing where it said don't tell anyone. That don't tell anyone was replaced with like, we warned you or something like that. Or we told you so or something along those lines. So a lot of weird stuff's going on. Anyway, so now we've gone through the hedge maze and we're at the shack. The key that we got from Rodney right before he died opens the shack. So we got in here, and now here's the Red Huntress. You found them too. They're here? Down below. They must die. What for? It is the will of Azurael. They're but slaves to Birch. So Stephen Birch, one of the original cultist leaders, apparently, unbeknownst to them, has enslaved all of the cultists here at this retirement center, I guess, is what it seems to be saying. Who is this Birch? The puppet master. The man behind the curtain. Tell me more. Please, I need to know. I don't follow your orders. Open the door. Oh. Okay. What happens if we choose stab her? Does she kill us? We just reload if that's the case. We didn't save too far back. I think we saved... Well, it wasn't too long ago anyway. Let's see. Wait. Die! Die, die, die! Die! Ah! So we got rid of her, kinda. We didn't get rid of her. There's no way she's that weak. Let me see. When was the last save? Oh, it was a while back. Well, we'll do this and see if this, we have to reload from before. We'll see. There's blood everywhere. So we went ham on her, that's for sure. Azurael written on the back. And then there are those 4 of them plus us. So we have Matthew, I can't remember his Blackstock. Matthew Blackstock in the background. We have Natasha on the right. We have Maria Weston on the left. We have Sam, the bottom left. You arrived at last. I have. I need answers. Please, tell me why you're doing all of this. All right. My aim is to ensure humanity prospers. Is to ensure humanity prospers. If we can harness the power of Azurael, then we can channel it towards good. See, he's an idiot. That can't possibly work. Demons, by their very nature, are evil. I've seen death and then revival. I've witnessed miracles only possible in your wildest dreams. You've also witnessed horrors and the corruption of these powers, no? When Linda died and she returned to life, was she even close to the same? My translation must have been erroneous. I'm working hard to protect it, but there has indeed been issues. However, even the best medicines are poisons if improperly prepared. Who's Birch? Matthew? Who's Birch? Somebody who thinks he's got control, but he doesn't. I serve no individual. I only serve a greater cause. I think he can be convinced. Convinced? You've seen all the secrets here. You can replace Rodney and purify the group. We constantly worry he'll spill our secrets. In spite of my best efforts, I don't think Rodney can be saved. The evil in him is too great. Join us and help my love progress humanity. You'd be a great asset. I'm in need of a right-hand man. Okay, so we're going to go with a couple of different scenarios here. We'll first join Matthew and then see what terrible stuff happens. Then we'll kill Matthew, see what terrible stuff happens. And finally, we'll reload and we'll progress however far we need to. We'll leave the Red Huntress alone and open the door. So first, let's join him and see what happens. Okay, I'll join you. I've seen too much today to not. Excellent. We'll make the world whole once more. There's something wrong inside my head. I keep having thoughts that aren't my own. Can you help me? Yes, my friend. I'll find a way. Matthew has helped all of us here. It's why we serve him so faithfully. I trusted you enough to share some of our secrets with you. Now you must trust us to heal you. You can be purified, unlike Rodney. You truly believe so? Welcome to the ones from old ways, Miles. My head still feels funny to this day, but Matthew has made things easier. I refuse to report anything to my employers. I work for Mr. Birch now, and he's kept Old Ways funded. Thomas died. Rodney, well, they found his corpse. There's a lot of death in Old Ways, but there's something we can do here that can't be done elsewhere. We can give them new life. I'm a part of that now. What's that? Gather them? Yes, I must gather the others. I serve only the Master. Azurael commands it. Alright, so that's the first ending. Okay, and then this. You've arrived at last. I have. I need answers. Please, tell me why you're doing all of this. All right. My aim is to ensure humanity prospers. If we can harness the power of Azurael, then we can channel it towards good. That can't possibly work. Demons, by their very nature, are evil. I've seen death, and then revival. I've witnessed miracles only possible in your wildest dreams. You've also witnessed horrors and the corruption of these powers, no? When Linda died and she returned to life, was she even close to the same? My translation must have been erroneous. I'm working hard to perfect it, but there has indeed been issues. However, even the best medicines are poisons if improperly prepared. Who's Birch? Matthew? Who's Birch? Somebody who thinks he's got control, but he doesn't. I serve no individual. I only serve a greater cause. I think he can be convinced. Convinced? You've seen all the secrets here. You can replace Rodney and purify the group. We constantly worry he'll spill our secrets. In spite of my best efforts, I don't think Rodney can be saved. The evil in him is too great. Join us and help my love progress humanity. You'd be a great asset. I'm in need of a right-hand man. So now we'll kill Matthew. Okay, I'll do it. I'll join you. Excellent. Now we can be rid of Rodney. Come, Miles, join the circle. Die, you snake! Miles! Die, die, die! Matthew! What have you done, boy? He had to go. Azurael commanded it. He's been corrupted too. Quick, grab him. Ah! Miles, you killed my love. Now you die too. Ah! So that's what happens if you choose that. Okay. And now, back up a little bit farther. Now we're going to let the Red Huntress do her stuff. Oh, yeah. Okay, well, we'll do one more ending here really fast, if you've got time. I mean, I'm going to do it either way, but hopefully you can see this other ending really fast. All right, so we'll load this. Oh, yeah. It was because I explained stuff to you long enough that it took a while. We just had this maze, so yeah. And we want this way. No, I don't think so. I think what happened, I mean, maybe eventually, but as far as we know, no. So basically what happened was we decided to kill Matthew, and we did. They then, in retribution, grabbed us and killed us. So, in the first ending, we joined the circle, and Miles helped helps us so that we're, kind of don't have the voice of Azurael as much. But at the very end, Azurael kind of seizes control of Miles again, right? Because Miles is like, I have to gather them all. I worked for Birch initially, but then he was like, I work for Azurael, only the master. I work for only the master. He commands, kind of thing. So the first ending, where we join the circle, eventually Azurael seizes control of us and forces us to gather the others. The second ending, the one we just did, we kill Miles, but then because we killed Miles, the other members of the cult, the remaining ones, the other 3, grab us and kill us. Natasha specifically, because we killed Matthew, and Matthew was her lover. So she's like, you killed my lover, so she killed us. So we died in the second one. I don't know what happens to the other members of the circle after that, because our character died, and we're the point of view character, so once we die, we don't know what else happens, right? So those are the 2 endings so far. So this is the final ending, where we just let the Huntress down into the cellar instead. As we work our way through this maze, yeah, see, the other way, so it's good we went this way. The other way does a dead end, right? Like if you look here, we would have come out here. Can't squeeze through that. You have to have this wide. So we would have come out here and then had a dead end. Just had to go back anyway. So it's good we chose this way. Don't have to go as far. The other, like, going back or whatever. See, like, you can't squeeze through this. It won't let you. So it would have been the same thing over here. All right. You found them too. They're here? Down below. They must die. What for? It is the will of Azurael. They're but slaves to Birch. Who's this Birch? The puppet master. The man behind the curtain. Tell me more. Please, I need to know. I don't follow your orders. Open the door. Okay, so we'll let her deal with the cultists, I think. I'll open it, but let me go down first. Please, I need answers. You have only a few moments. Oh, okay. So I can open it and go down before. Okay. You've arrived at last. I have. I need answers. Please, tell me why you're doing all of this. All right. My aim is to ensure humanity prospers. If we can harness the power of Azurael, then we can channel it towards good. That can't possibly work. Demons, by their very nature, are evil. I've seen death and then revival. I've witnessed miracles only possible in your wildest dreams. You've also witnessed horrors in the corruption of these powers, no? When Linda died and she returned to life, was she even close to the same? My translation must have been erroneous. I'm working hard to perfect it, but there has indeed been issues. However, even the best medicines are poisons if improperly prepared. Who's Birch? Matthew. Who's Birch? Somebody who doesn't, or somebody who thinks he's got control, but he doesn't. I serve no individual. I only serve a greater cause. I think he can be convinced. Convinced? You've seen all the secrets here. You can replace Rodney and purify the group. We constantly worry he'll spill our secrets. In spite of my best efforts, I don't think Rodney can be saved. The evil in him is too great. Join us and help my love progress humanity. You'd be a great asset. I'm in need of a right-hand man. Wait, what? But, what? Why? Why are those my choices? I thought what's her name was supposed to show up. She's not going to show up? Well, I don't think I want to... Do we join him? Well, we could fake join him, I guess, right? And then she kills all of them. Okay, let's fake join him. Maybe that's what I do. I can't imagine if I kill him. I imagine it would be like the other ending where you kill him and then you get killed, right? All right, let's do join. Okay, I'll join you. I've seen too much today to not. Excellent. We'll make the world whole once more. We have to act fast. Fast? What do you mean? The huntress, she's outside. Outside? You fool! Why didn't you say so immediately? Everybody assume your position. Miles, take Rodney's old spot. Matthew, Natasha, Maria, Abraham, Miles. Oh. Matthew, Natasha, Maria, Abraham, Miles. Oh no, we're too late. It's time you all face the master. Yeah, did they not see Pet Cemetery? Exactly. So it looks like we have one more final ending. So in that one, the Red Huntress comes down and kills us all. Okay, so continue. We're going to continue for the final of the endings. So we'll go through this again. Making sure we take the right side because the other one dead ends. You found them too. They're here? Down below. They must die. What for? It is the will of Azurael. They are but slaves to Birch. Who is this Birch? The puppet master, the man behind the curtain. Tell me more, please, I need to know. I don't follow your orders. Open the door. I'll open it, but let me go down first. Please, I need answers. You have only a few moments. Alright, so I guess we kill him then. Yeah, where everybody dies. You've arrived at last. I have. I need answers. Please, tell me why you're doing all of this. Alright. My aim is to ensure humanity prospers. If we can harness the power of Azurael, then we can channel it towards good. That can't possibly work. Demons, by their very nature, are evil. I've seen death and then revival. I've witnessed miracles only possible in your wildest dreams. You've also witnessed horrors in the corruption of those powers, no? When Linda died and she returned to life, was she even close to the same? My translation must have been erroneous. I'm working hard to perfect it, but there has indeed been issues. However, even the best medicines are poisons if improperly prepared. Who's Birch? Matthew. Who's Birch? Somebody who thinks he's got control, but he doesn't. I serve no individual. I only serve a greater cause. I think he can be convinced. Convinced. You've seen all the secrets here. You can replace Rodney and purify the group. We constantly worry he'll spill our secrets. In spite of my best efforts, I don't think Rodney can be saved. The evil in him is too great. Join us and help my love progress humanity. You'd be a great asset. I'm in need of a right-hand man. Kill Matthew. Okay, I'll do it. I'll join you. Excellent. Now we can be rid of Rodney. Come, Miles, join the circle. Die, you snake! Miles! Die, 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 die! Matthew! What have you done, boy? That's not all. I made a new friend. No. Mother is home. Oh, no! What have you done? We're all dead. Azurael commands it. The ones from old ways faced the wrath of Azurael. The Red Huntress took her own life to once again join the dead. Old Ways Nursing Home? I was the only one who walked out alive. My grandfather was a good man, but Azurael? Azurael is my master. There you go. The 4 endings to Chapter 3. I didn't know there were multiple endings, let alone 4. So 4 different endings for Chapter 3. So that's going to do it for this. Thanks for joining me. I am going to now continue for the rest of the time today to do for the rest of the time today, I'm going to do Chapter 4. So we're going to continue, but not with this game. Not with this particular game. We're going to do Chapter 4. So let me pull that up. I'm glad you liked it. All right, so for ending purposes, we'll end with, well, it doesn't really matter, actually. Okay, so Chapter 4 now. And then Chapter 5 I get from Itch.io, so I'll have to download that before next weekend probably, so that we can have that ready to play whenever it's ready. All right, so I want to change this to... Oh. Nope, it's fine. All right. Oh, and then that. There we go. Okay. All right. Thanks for joining me. I will see you next Friday, if not sooner. I'll be ending here in about 45 minutes, so it won't be too far along. So hopefully you can catch up before Friday or before Sunday. So you're caught up on this. Anyway, thanks for joining me. I will see you next time. Peace. All right, Chapter 4 of Azurael's Circle. Oh, we probably actually don't need this anymore. There aren't as many people, so we actually probably don't need that anymore. So I'm just going to turn that off. Okay. That was for Chapter 3 because there were so many characters I wanted to get them all straight. And a lot of the characters had similar names. Chapter 4 is not so bad, so it should be fine. Oh, I do want to, though, also change this to the Chapter 4 logo instead. There we go. All right, we should be good now.
An Enkian Games production. Design, art, and story by Jordan Allen. Music by Matt Jones. Azurael's Circle.
These would be really cool to act out. I actually think this would be a really cool, like, live action short series to do. My name is Ryan Lynch. I'm a software developer from South Virginia. Not exactly where you'd expect a young, budding entrepreneur in the computer industry to be based, right? Actually, you know what? Hang on. We're going to do this again. Hang on. I'm going to restart because I'm going to end up cutting the full stream into pieces anyway. So I'm going to do this so that we can start over. I will be... What the heck is going on? Stop. Why? What is happening? Oh. Because that was really weird. Anyway, I still don't know what was happening, but it's fine. Okay, I'll be back in a minute. I'm just going to use a little Wrangler's room for a second. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. But when nature calls, nature calls. Okay, anyway. My name is Ryan Lynch. I'm a software developer from South Virginia. Not exactly where you'd expect a young, budding entrepreneur in the computer industry to be based, right? I recently moved to the suburbs in a small town called Grayboro. There was a job going at a local logistics firm, and the pay was excellent. Seemed like the opportunity of a lifetime. It was. I just think I picked the wrong street to move to. Have you ever had anything weird happen to you? I'm not talking about something simply odd like when you misplace your keys and they turn up in a shoe in your spare bedroom. I'm talking about something properly bizarre, to the point of it being outright supernatural. I'll cut to the chase. It was my housewarming party in my new neighborhood. So he says to me, "That's no kindergartner, that's my wife." That's brilliant. We're glad you picked our neighborhood, Ryan. Yes, absolutely. I think we'll get along like a house on fire. Thanks, everyone. I'm glad to be here. It's nice to not be in the big city, you know? It's fine short term, but it's no place to build a home and a family. I'm just glad that there's a respectable young man close to Anna's age on the street now. Morris. Well, I am. The Coopers were always a bit odd. It's just nice seeing our little community grow in a good way. One more on the way in a few months, if I'm right. Are you calling my wife fat? Yes, her stomach is certainly protruding a bit. Ha! Called my bluff, did you? Yeah, me and Miranda are having our first in a few months. Many congrats to you guys. Thanks, Ryan. You've heard about those kidnappings on the other side of town? Spooky stuff, right? That was a quick turn of conversation. Is this the best way to welcome Ryan to the neighborhood? Scaring him with this stuff? It's fine, don't worry. If you'll excuse me, I'm going to go get another drink and then use the restroom. I'll be back soon. I've got another joke I've been itching to let out. Where do you get these? Joke books, black market stuff. You wouldn't find it in any regular shop. Haha, be sure to say hi to Anna when you're in the kitchen. Okay. Morris is so worried about some of the local boys being a bad influence on the kids, but Grayboro is a nice town. Seems like it so far. I think Anna's in the kitchen if you're looking for her, Ryan. Sure thing, Mr. Howard. Morris is fine, son. Go take your piss and get back down here. You can't be missing all the fun at your own party, bud. I'll be quick, Xander. Just relax and enjoy the party yourself. So we're going to have another list of names, it seems. Let me, for now, get a paper, and if it gets extensive, then I'll do another list like I did with Chapter 3. Okay. So we got Xander is, I think, just a guy my age. Okay. And then, wait, what was her name? Ryan. Ryan is us. Okay, and then Morris is Anna's dad. I don't remember her name, but then there's Anna's mom. Okay. I mean, it's Mrs. Howard, but Morris Howard. Okay, and then we've got Sorry, Ryan. Can you give us a few minutes? Sure thing. It's a great party, Ryan. Could you excuse us for a second? No problem, Miranda. Okay, so Miranda. I don't remember his name. And there's Miranda. Is his wife. Okay. Alright, I don't know which way is the kitchen. I assume... Well, that might be upstairs, actually. I need to go to the bathroom, but I should probably mingle a little bit more first. Oh, that's the bathroom? Okay. There's the kitchen. What's this way, then? Where am I going? It's my party. Oh, that's leaving, I guess. Okay. So this is where Anna is. I'm guessing it's Anna Howard. And she's it sounds like she's our girlfriend. Okay. Hello, Anna. Hi, Ryan. Are you settling in all right? Yeah, it's been good. Everything's smooth so far. Thanks for inviting all of us. It's nice to have somebody show up and want to be a part of the community. Are you talking about Alistair? Why didn't he come? Have you had any run-ins with him yet? He's not the most pleasant of folks. Avoids all neighborhood meetings and parties. Alistair is some dude. Okay. So I'll just put he's a loner for now. That's all we know about him. Alistair is a loner. Okay. Sorry, I shouldn't gossip. He's a bit odd, but he's never done anything wrong. Don't worry about it. Are you having a drink? What do you want? Just a beer, thanks. Would you mind opening it for me? I'm just going to head to the bathroom quickly. Sure thing. I'm getting myself one too, and then we'll meet back in the living room again. Okay. Cupboard's a little barren. I still need to stock up on some new cutlery and crockery. This will have to do until I get that dishwasher I ordered installed. I can make tea and coffee for the guests later. Hopefully they like it black. I'm almost out of milk. In my hands, there's a great risk of fire here. Not an oven. Not a baker, huh? Alright, and then my new microwave, my primary cooking device. Alright. Uh-oh. It's loading. Things change? Oh. Ryan! How's it going? Sorry we haven't got to talk much yet. Time to change that. Chris, right? Sorry, I'm still trying to memorize names. Okay, so Chris is Miranda's husband. Okay. I prefer Christopher, but either is fine. Christopher then. Sorry about that. Don't worry about it, bud. We were all new around here at one point or another. I'm glad everybody's been so welcoming. Honestly, I was pretty nervous about hosting this party. You don't need to be. You're doing fine. How are you getting on with the names outside of mine? All right, I think. Morse is the one with the mustache, and Andrea is his wife. Okay, Andrea. So Andrea Howard. Okay, is the wife. Anna's mom. She's the one in the green skirt. Anna is their oldest daughter. Bingo! There's the Howard family. Or they're the Howard family. I don't think you've met their youngest, Bethany. Xander's the other man over there, and he's married to Miranda, the redhead with the shorter hair. Wait, what? Oh. Nope. Oh, man, I botched that. Okay. I don't know who Chris is then. Chris is somebody else. We'll just leave it there. Christopher. He's somebody else. So this is actually Xander. Is Miranda's husband. And Miranda is Xander's wife. Okay, got it. The redhead with shorter hair. They're expecting a child soon, right? Miranda's pregnant, yes. It's open. Come on in. Alistair, right? Yes. Come on in. Make yourself at home. Drinks are in the fridge. Help yourself to whatever you'd like. Thanks. The room just got a little bit colder. A bit lightheaded, but not too sore. That's a good start to the day. Stomach's growling like crazy. Plenty of cereal downstairs, but no milk. Wonder if the neighbors would lend me some milk. I threw such a good party last night that they won't mind me being in yesterday's clothes, I'm sure. Oh, okay. So, got it. So this is the morning after. I was like, he just randomly is in his bedroom now suddenly? What's going on? Okay. So let's... I've already woken up this morning. Don't need to sleep again yet. Socks, underwear, pants, and shirts I could do with getting a few more. It's just a poster from the game I used to procrastinate at work. It's filled with my suits and ties for work. No time to play a song. Oh, so he plays guitar also. Okay, cool. An empty trash can, soon to be filled with my failed hopes and dreams. I better not break this card reader. My boss will kill me. It's worth a fortune. This computer is my heart and soul. I bought it after my last heart and soul broke down from playing too much Ultima 4. Another gray morning. Oh, there we go. Just my books and game boxes. Always good to relax with a good RPG or space sim after a hard day programming. It's my attic. What did I do with the hook I used to get the door down? I think I need to shave. The stubble is starting to come in. Neighborhood looks nice from here. Always keep toilet paper stocked. It's a good lesson for life. Hello, friend. We've already become well acquainted. Gross. I'm more of a shower person than a bath person. Okay, so that's the bathroom. Got it. A few things left to unpack. Just a few. Just a bunch of old clothes. I should have thrown these out with some of the other old stuff. Alright, so this. It's my Swiss Army knife. I was using this to open my boxes. And apparently there's a bed in this room also. If my parents ever come to visit, then I'll probably be sleeping here. Oh, I see. So he's got the better bedroom normally, but he'll give it up to them if they visit. Gotcha. Is the bed bigger? Yeah, see, it's a double bed. It's a queen bed. Okay. And there's the kitchen. Already looked at these other things the night before. Milk. I need milk. Yeah. All right. I don't have time to watch TV just yet. My new couch. I can't wait to break this bad boy in. It's a gray day in Greyboro. Fitting. Okay. It's my mailbox. I scored out the old name and put Lynch on it. So I guess we're not going that way. This belongs to Mr. Alistair Mordred. It's Alistair's house. Probably shouldn't snoop here. Christopher's house, labeled McBride. So it's Christopher McBride, I guess. Okay. It's Christopher's house. If he's as much of a workaholic as they say, he's bound to be at work, even on the weekend. Wait, his car is still here. The Robertsons. This is Xander and Miranda. So Robertson is their last name. Okay. It's the Robertsons' house. Xander and Miranda live here. Was that not where I was going for the milk? Oh, I guess I was going here instead. There's blood? What's this? Did one of the Howards fall coming home last night? Seems like an awful lot of blood. Wait, must have been a fall. It must have been a fall. They dropped their keys, too. I'll go inside and check on them. I can return the keys and get some milk at the same time. Hope they don't get too mad at me for just walking on in, but I think they'll probably understand. Probably. Hopefully. Yeah. The Howard family. This is the house of Anna, Morris, Andrea, and Bethany. Shoes. There must be somebody about. It's a picture of the Howard family. I've only met 4 of them. Oh, there are 5 apparently. Got it. Great idea. Sit down and watch some TV, and if the Howards come back, then explaining how I came to check on them probably won't cut it. A notepad beside the phone. Always a smart move. There's nothing else. The day is as gray as ever. It's a nice couch. Must have got it from the same place I got mine. Trash must have been taken out recently. Plenty of books here. All right, I'm assuming these seem to be like cookie cutter houses more or less. So, yep, this is their kitchen. I need milk, not a fruit. Nice clean countertop. Mrs. Howard is definitely a good homemaker. Andrew is probably a much better cook than I am. I wouldn't mind a small sip of water. Okay. It's a nice clean counter. Oh, yeah. Okay. Break into their home, or break into their house, make a cup of coffee. I don't think so. Sleek gray microwave. Looks very new. Now isn't the time to steal milk. Yeah, I'm trying to find out what's going on with them, right? So, all right, so I guess we're going upstairs. Just a few scraps of paper and wrappers. I'll just climb into Anna's bed. That won't end with me getting arrested. I'm already technically trespassing. It's Anna's bra. Don't touch it. Would have been just my luck if she walked in right now. A few tops, a few pairs of trousers, and a few dresses. Seems fair enough. It's a locked box. Maybe it provides some kind of clue? Oh, so we are going to take her box, apparently. Okay. Just makeup left on the table. 10th October, 1988. It's been a year to the day since Maggie died, and I still miss her terribly. She was suffering so much for such a long time. I'm so torn because I'm glad she's at peace, but I still want to have those deep talks we had just before she died. Am I a bad person? 15th October, 1988. We'll be getting a new neighbor in a few days. I don't know much about him, but my parents said he's a software developer. Maybe he'll be a cute, nerdy type. This is a nice neighborhood, and anybody who's a software developer couldn't be too much of a jerk, right? 22nd October, 1988. Our new neighbor, Ryan, invited the whole street to a housewarming party that he's hosting. Hopefully that weirdo, Alistair, isn't there. He's so standoffish that it's like he's got something to hide. I need to keep an eye on Christopher and Miranda, too. I'm almost certain there's something going on there. I saw them coming out of the path behind Alistair's house. 23rd October, 1988. Ryan's party was great. He seems like such a lovely guy. I thought he'd be a bit more nerdy than he was, but he's very outgoing and easy to talk to. A few bad jokes, but I think he's adorable. Gonna get ready for some pixelated love. Oh, that's... I was gonna look out the window, but I guess I already looked at that. It was her bra. Whoops. Alright, a bathroom. I think I need to shave. The stubble's starting to come in. Neighborhood looks nice from here. Probably shouldn't use their toilet. Plenty of toilet paper here. I'm more of a shower person. Yep, okay. Nothing extra special in there for now, at least. It requires a combination as well as a key. I'll try and find the key first. Like, this dialogue doesn't exactly make sense. A lot of the stuff does, like, oh yeah, just like sit down and watch TV. That won't be weird or anything if they come in. But then, like, it's like, oh, there's a safe. I should get a combination and a key instead of going, somebody else's safe. Maybe I ought not to be messing with this. All right. First October, 1988. We're getting close to the first anniversary of Maggie's death. I know that we don't always talk about her as often as we should, but my little girl is in my thoughts every single day. I don't know if I can just bring her up out of the blue to Andrea. We all took Maggie's death hard, but she took it worst of all. 11th October 1988. The strangest thing happened the other day. I was walking past Christopher's house, and I glanced at the window. I swear I saw a swirling mass of blood and fire, but when I did a double take, it was gone. I just saw a costume hanging from his window. It looked like a black cloak with a silver mask or hat. Must be because Halloween is coming up at the end of the month, but it was still strange. 17th October 1988. I'm getting sick of my job. 20 years working in pharmaceuticals and not a lick of respect from any of my colleagues. I think it may be time that I quit and start up a small family-run pharmacy. The girls could work there part-time if they ever wanted some extra money. Just a thought, but if I write it down, then I'll hopefully commit to it. 19th October 1988. Ryan seems like a nice fellow. I helped him set up some of his stuff over a few beers. He's a software developer that moved from the other side of the state out to little old Grayboro. Not to play the meddling parents, but he's the sort of person Anna should be spending more time with, not some of the deadbeats at her college. A bunch of medical textbooks. Okay. So we've got Anna. It looks like Anna's bedroom, the bathroom, and then what's his name? Morris's office. This is probably Bethany's room, then I take it. That's quite a large dollhouse. Just a couple of dolls. I hope they don't start following me. Ha ha ha! Jinx yourself, dude. Jeez. Good plan, idiot. Nothing of note in here. It's a closed closet. It's supposed to be a T, not a D. It's a closet filled with kids' clothes. Must be Bethany's. It's a small mirror. It has the name Maggie etched into the handle. And so naturally we're going to take it. Okay. Ah! Ah! That was the same like costume we just heard about being at Alistair's. Why would we think it's Morris? Morris? Xander? Who the hell was that? Okay. It doesn't look like this bed's been used in some time. There's a thin layer of dust on this table. There's some child clothing in the closet. Right, this must be Andrea's room or whatever her name was. The daughter that died. Filled with clothes, it's packed to the brim. Is that underwear? Put it back, Ryan. What are you doing? Perv. Lots of socks in here. A few pairs of jeans and work trousers, too. 6th October, 1988. It's almost the anniversary of my Maggie's death. We don't talk about her nearly enough. I'm worried that if we don't keep the memories of her alive, then we'll forget them. I'm going to make it a point tomorrow that we all sit down and have a good talk about Maggie. 14th October, 1988. I met the new neighbor earlier today. Morris and I were coming back from the store, and he was visiting the former Cooper house, probably to see about a few final repairs. He seems like a nice young man. I believe he said his name was Ryan? 18th October, 1988. Ryan moved into his new house. I'll be sure to bake him a nice pie. He can snack at that as he unpacks. I'll tell Morris to grab a few beers on the way home from work so he can go over and give him a hand. That reminds me, I need to update Morris's safe password. I think I'll use the year of Maggie's death, so it's like she's keeping us safe. Okay, that's 1987, right? Because the journal saying 88 was saying it was a year to the day or something, right? So 1987, I think, is the combo. 22nd October 1988. Ryan's so nice. He invited the whole family to a housewarming party. We should really be throwing him a welcoming party instead, but it's very good of him. He seems like a great kid. Probably kid, not kind. I hope Alistair isn't about. I noticed him poking around Christopher's back garden a few days ago. Well, unfortunately, Alistair is about. And creepy as I'm assuming you'd expect. Okay. Oh, there is the safe. I guess I can, since I'm here, I can try to break into their safe. Oh, I need the key, so I can't do the combination anyway. Got it. Alright, let's go back outside. Ryan! Anna, I'm very glad to see you. I woke up this morning and everybody was gone. There was blood in the driveway and I panicked and... It's alright, I'm here. They could have just gone to the emergency room. But the car is still here. Yeah, that's true. Did you see somebody in a black cloak run out of your house? No? What do you mean? It wasn't a police officer? I called them earlier. No, it was... Never mind. Actually, this is no time to minimize. I saw the blood, so I went inside to see if things were okay, and returned the house key I found out here. On the way out, there was a strange figure in a cloak and mask. I followed them out here, but there's no sign of them. Oh no! Did this person hurt my parents? I'm so glad Bethany's out of town. I can't lose another... another what? Never mind. Keep looking around if you want. I just need a minute. Is it Maggie? How do you know about Maggie? I was inside trying to find your parents and I found this mirror with the name Maggie etched into the handle. Give it to me. Sorry, I didn't mean to. It's fine. But I can't let this get broken. Here, take it. We should check on the Robertsons too. I didn't get an answer at their house and their car isn't there. There's a spare key to my dad's safe inside my jewelry box. What's that got to do with Robertsons? If you can figure out the code to the safe, you'll find a spare key to their house. They gave it to us when they were on vacation in Brazil a couple weeks ago, and we still haven't given it back. I'd go get it, but I can't face going back inside. Something feels so wrong. Here, take the key to my jewelry box. I actually grabbed your jewelry box before. Why? I had a hunch, I guess. Let's see. There we go. This must be the safe key. Wait out here and I'll see if I can get the Robertsons' house key. Okay. Got a key, now I just need to enter the right combination. So I think 1987. There we go. This must be the spare key that Anna mentioned. That's it, unless there's another secret or something hidden in here. No, apparently not. He says that, but it doesn't look like there is. Oops. Wow. This is how not to play a game, just so you know. Are we going to find anything different now? Whoops. I'll take it. Okay, this. And her room. Still has those noises, but otherwise. Nope. Okay. Yep. Okay, I think that's it. Wait, what? She's not here either? Where'd she go? Looks like a pair of women's jeans all sliced up. I don't really have time to be sitting around. Scraps of paper look like they're torn from a wedding journal. Really not the time for television. Photograph of Xander and Miranda. Looks like it was from their wedding day. This chair seems to have been ripped apart. Scraps paper, okay, same thing. Same thing, okay. Clock doesn't seem to be working. Maybe it's missing a part? Just keys in the Swiss Army knife. Okay. Empty bottle of beer here. Don't think I missed you little black thing there, like the dude watching me or whatever. I saw that. Creepo. All right. Nothing really of note inside the cupboard. Not a great cook in my own kitchen, never mind in others. A few empty beer bottles and one that's been spilled everywhere. Somebody seems to have had a wild night after leaving my party. Nothing important in the sink. Nothing really of note inside the cupboard. Still no milk in the fridge. All this is to get milk and then everything's gone messed up. A few empty beer bottles on the table. There's a number of photos scored out. There's a wedding album here, and all of the pictures have been scored out with a marker pen. Okay. Nothing in this trash can. A cog? I wonder where it fits. The clock, I'm assuming, obviously downstairs. It's half empty. Most of the female clothing is gone. Boxers, briefs, and not a single pair of panties. September 1988. I can't believe I didn't realize before. 2 months pregnant? I'm going to have to lie to Xander and tell him I'm only 1 month pregnant, or he'll know it isn't his. Oh. That's not good news. 29 September 1988. I don't trust Alistair. I'm sure he's been watching me. Does he know about me and Christopher? So she cheated with Christopher. Jeez, that's messed up, dude. So Miranda is cheating with Christopher, apparently. Does he know about me and Christopher? If he wasn't so antisocial, he'd probably tell Xander. I'm going to have to change our usual time from 9:30 to 11:15 to throw him off. 12th October 1988. I'm being followed. It has to be Alistair. He's wearing a dark cloak and a silver mask. It's so creepy. I've told Christopher, and he said he'll take care of it. I'm not going to say anything to Xander in case he catches me. 19th October 1988. I caught him. The man in the mask who's been watching me. He was following me at night, and I grabbed him. He made a run for it. His cloak came off, and the mask fell to the floor. I briefly saw the back of him before he was lost in the night. He had dark hair. May have been black? There's only one man on the street who has black hair. 24th October 1988. I need to leave. Xander's dead. Oh. Xander got killed? Was that the blood? Okay. Christopher, I can't find you. If you read this, I've closed up the attic and locked the hook away so nobody can get to it. I'll be at our usual spot. We can finally run away together. Did she kill him? That's messed up, man. Don't think we'll find anything useful in this bathroom. Everything's the same. Okay. It's a bunch of old books. Looks like a bottle of oil. 23rd September 1988. Camping trip with the guys, and I break my favorite lantern. I wonder if I can use the remainder of this oil to grease up the clock. 7th October 1988. Work has been stressing me the hell out these days. I need to get that damn promotion over Phillips. I've got a kid on the way and my salary is good, but not good enough. 21st October 1988. Miranda's been acting especially off these days. Something isn't right and I need to work out what it is. I'll keep things smooth for now, just until the new guy's party is over. Okay. A baby's crib. Looks like somebody's put their foot through it. Jeez. It looks like this teddy bear has had its head ripped off. Anger issues, maybe? Robertson's attic is above me, but I don't know how to reach the door without some sort of hook. Yeah, what did she say in her journal? She said something about the hook. What did she say? It was near the end. He closed up the attic, locked the hook away so nobody can get to it. Oh. So it's just somewhere. She didn't say where. Okay. Anna already called the police. What do we have? Oil and a cog. Yeah. So maybe I can do. Clock to see maybe I can. Could it be this cog? So. What should I set the time to? 11:15. Maybe it's 9. It looks like a pole hook. Oh, there we go. Yep, and now that'll get me into the attic. Oh, he's dead. Jeez, dude. Whoops. No, not leaving yet. Nothing important inside these boxes. Miranda and Christopher have been having an affair. Them, this world, and their child. Everything I ever worked for lies in ruins, and I can't go on anymore. There's bloody fingerprints on the notes, and no blood on Xander. Somebody else found him before me. Xander must have stood on the chair to reach the ceiling rafters. No. Xander? I need to cut him down and fast. Quick, quick, quick. Where did I put my knife? Come on, Xander. Come on. He's so cold. This didn't just happen in the last hour or two. Where's their phone? I need to call the cops. Once clearly wasn't enough. What's this? This isn't Xander's key. McBride. This must be for Christopher's house. I hope he's okay. How does everybody have everybody else's key is what I want to know. Like, how do you just, like, happen to have everybody else's keys? What? Okay. So I guess we'll do this. Hello? Police, please. As soon as possible? That's as vague as possible. Well, that's as vague as possible. Alright. Now I guess we're going to go... Which one's Christopher's? Is that this? No, no, that's... Okay. And then there. This must be, right? Yeah. Christopher's house, labeled McBride. Okay. Okay, and that's where we will end this part, I think, for today. So, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. As always, you guys are great. I appreciate you guys watching me play or watching after the fact. Anyway, it's a nice little hobby, but a nice little community we've developed. I appreciate it a lot. You guys are awesome. As per usual, I hopefully will see you in other videos I upload during the course of the week. In the meantime, though, I will definitely be streaming next weekend, so I will see you then. And so Friday, we will continue with Detention. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time. Till then, peace.